Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gute Nacht, bienvenue, bienvenido, ohayo gozaimasu, shalom, namaste, aloha. Welcome to a weekend of Divine Mother's love. We are delighted to be offering this. It is such a treat for us to be able to be in the presence of Divine Mother's love as we've been, I was going to say as we've been preparing, but I would say more accurately, as Divine Mother has been preparing us to share this weekend with everyone. So welcome, very happy to have you, your light, your love here. And it's actually, forgive me, it's a weekend of Divine Mother's love and gratitude. So both aspects of Divine Mother will be focused on. And we will be spending the entire weekend in the presence of Divine Mother in all her many aspects. So, please forgive me, something I forgot to do. If it's possible for you, if it's not juggling too much, if you would grab the phone off my desk, and when Master Marilyn joins us, if we could do Facebook Live for that part.
You want to do Facebook Live?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Can I do it with my phone?
Sure, yeah.
Is that okay?
Let's.
I think I'd rather do it with my phone on the center's Facebook channel.
On the center's page, perfect.
No problem.
Perfect.
That's even easier.
Okay, so please forgive me for that little oversight.
For Master Marilyn's part.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So we're going to share that part with the whole world via Facebook as well as via this introduction. So thank you to everyone who's joining us around the world. I noticed we had friends from Australia, friends from India, friends from not as many Europeans, as well as around the United States, Canada. We're just delighted to have our Love, Peace, Harmony World family all around the world. And Master Sha has just in the last hour finished the Tao Calligraphy Retreat in Belgium. It was a very powerful, very wonderful retreat. And many blessings were given. Bless you, bless you. There's tissues underneath the chairs. And a lot of uplifting everybody who was in the retreat. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it. Oh my, the phone and the doorbell. This is why we're missing Master Robert. Master Robert is teaching in Los Angeles this weekend with Master Jimena. Their workshop is on loving harmonious relationships. So very happy to have you joining us. And this weekend, we will be bringing in the energy of Divine Mother. All of us have this essence within us. It is part of who we are. It's interesting. In the spiritual world, it's both. It's something inside of us, and it is something outside of us. So we can look at Divine Mother both ways. To kneel down at an altar and pray to Mother Mary, and there is a presence of Mother Mary that exists. It is true. And the essence of Mother Mary also lives within us. So both are true, and we experience it. We experience that presence in both ways. So we'll be experiencing that throughout the weekend. We will be receiving messages from many different aspects of Divine Mother. Some of the aspects of Divine Mother that we've been talking about are Mother Mary, especially Our Lady of Guadalupe. She's a manifestation of Divine Mother that is very near and dear to millions of people. I remember Carlos Santana did a concert in Mexico City that was recorded. And in it, of course he was speaking in Spanish, so I was using my school book Spanish. But I caught that he was talking about how the essence of the heart of Mexico is Our Lady of Guadalupe. And the connection with that and the love that's there. So that's one of the aspects of Mother Mary that will be with us this weekend. Of course, in our teaching, we have a very close relationship with Kuan Yin, who we call Lingwei Shengshi. And of course, Kuan Yin will be here this weekend. The spirit, the essence of Mother Earth, our mother that we live on, and the essence of the mother in the moon. In many cultures, the sun is the masculine, the moon is the feminine. So, which was always interesting for me because when I grew up, we always talked about the man in the moon. Yeah, and then when I got older, I learned that in all other cultures, the sun is masculine, the moon is feminine, and got to know the essence of the moon or the moon goddess or however you want to think about that. The interesting thing for me is no matter how we think of it, those essences don't change. It's our own awareness and our own understanding of them that changes. So those are some of the aspects of the Divine Mother that will be with this weekend. We will be receiving teachings and wisdom. And the wisdom that will come through this weekend is spiritual wisdom to nurture our hearts and souls. So as much as we can, we're going to stay in that presence and that place through the weekend, in the place of a tender heart. When I think of where does Divine Mother live within me, it's right here in my heart chakra. This is the place where the more open and tender our heart is, the more we experience the love of the Mother. So let's start that by saying hello. As always with our practices, we use the 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 power techniques, depending on when you started studying with Master Sha. Originally, they were published as the 4 power techniques of mind power, sound power, body power, and soul power. Since that time, Master Sha has also incorporated breathing power, writing power, tracing power, and I think there's another one that has to do with calligraphy. So we'll be using all of those different powers this weekend. So for now, please just sit up straight in your chair as you're able, with your back away from the chair and feet flat on the floor. If that's an uncomfortable position for you, especially if you have medical conditions that make that difficult, then feel free to use the back of the chair, have the support if you need it. If you can leave an open space, that's great. You can also do this practice standing with your feet about shoulder width apart, and you can even do it lying down. Just remember that whenever we do practice lying down, Master Sha's guidance is to chant silently rather than chanting out loud. And that's important because Master Sha wants us to be chanting all our waking hours. So obviously that includes time when we're getting up in the morning, time when we're going to bed, when we're lying down. If you do that, just chant silently. It will be just as powerful, and it will build your energy. if you chant when you're lying down, there's something about that that dissipates the energy. Okay, I think that's all the caveats we need to remember. And let's do this. Let's put one hand on the lower abdomen just below the belly button, and the other one right on our heart chakra, our message center, the fourth chakra. You can visualize this as a fist-sized energy center in the center of your chest, just behind your breastbone. Close your eyes and visualize golden light in your heart chakra. A ball of golden light right in the center of your chest. And as you're visualizing that, take a deep breath all the way down to the base of your tailbone and let it out slowly. And again. One more time. Now let your breath fall into a gentle, easy pattern, breathing very naturally, with the breath gently falling in and gently falling out. Continuing to visualize golden light in your message center, your heart chakra, as the breath gently falls in and gently falls out. Feeling the breath gently falling in, gently falling out. Relaxing more and more with every breath. Dear soul, mind, and body of our beloved Master Sha, we are very grateful for this time together. We are grateful for your wisdom, your knowledge, the practices you have taught us, the blessings that you have given so freely. Thank you for your love. Dear soul, mind, and body of all aspects of the Divine Mother, Mother Mary, Guan Yin, Isis, Mother Earth, the Goddess of the Moon, all the many faces of the Divine Feminine. All the different names that we call you. We love you, honor you, and bow down to you. We open our hearts and souls to your love. we open our hearts and souls with greatest gratitude. Da Gan En, for your nurturing, your wisdom, your strength, your power, your creativity, for all the aspects that you bring to our life. Please bless this weekend together. Open our hearts and souls further. Help us to purify our soul, our hearts, our minds, our energy, our matter, to become one with your love. To become one with the essence of who you are. Help us to be loving and compassionate with ourselves. To be gentle and nurturing with ourselves in the way that a mother is gentle and nurturing with her child. Help us to be strong and powerful in the way that a mother is strong and powerful when protecting her own and standing up for what's right. Help us to be wise in the way that a mother is wise. Help us to be forgiving in the way that a mother is forgiving. Help us to balance and harmonize our thoughts, our emotions, to balance and harmonize every cell in our body. Dear soul, mind, and body of all of the saints in heaven, and this weekend we call especially on all the feminine saints from all the different traditions. We love you, honor you, and bow down to you. Illuminate our minds, enlighten our hearts, heal our bodies. We are grateful for this time together, and we join our hearts and souls together to sing our love and our gratitude for you as we sing the Divine Soul Song of love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li. wo ai wo xin he ling, wo ai chuan ren lei, wan li hing rong he mu shi shang, sha nai ping an he xie, sha nai ping an he xie. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So part of what we will be doing throughout the weekend is receiving different messages from the Divine Mother, and we're going to kick things off right away by asking Master Marilyn to please bring us a beautiful message from Divine Mother. So everybody please welcome Master Marilyn. 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 Welcome Master Marilyn.
Thank you, Master Shunya. Thank you, Master Shunya. Thank you, Master Shunya. Thank you, Master Shunya.
Master Marilyn, can I ask you to sit in the same chair as Master Shunya?
Oh.
Only because of the camera angle. Thank you so much.
Okay. So just sit straight, sit comfortably. If you can do it with your back away from the chair, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine. Because this is not only a message, but it's also a blessing. So each one will probably hear something a little bit different. Everybody will hear the same words, but everybody will get a little bit different message. Different things will just click. So you want to be comfortable while you do that. And if you could continue to put one hand below your navel and one hand over your message center, or sometimes called the heart chakra. That's a little bit lower. It's right behind it, yeah. Okay. So this will be a message from Divine Mother. And I'm going to ask her for this message to be particularly for those who are part of this event tonight and who will be part of the event during the weekend. My most beloved children, I am very grateful to have the opportunity to share with you. And I know that for some of you, even hearing the term, my most beloved children, will be a little bit jarring. And during this weekend, that term will be one of endearment. Each one of you is so very special to me. And I hold you deeply in my love. For that is the essence of who I am. Every aspect of love. Most especially, I hold you in a love that has no limits or boundaries. It is truly unconditional. Who you are at this moment is precious to me. It is my greatest desire that this will also be true for the way you regard yourself. That who you are is precious and is held in the most tender love. Divine Mother, exists within each of you. It is so important that you begin to fully experience this, that you understand it deeply. And when I use the word understand, it means that you would connect deeply with the truth, the wisdom, the beauty of what this means. Divine Mother is within you. Divine Mother also surrounds you and supports you. If there is a possibility that you do not feel support, loved, nourished, it is my deepest desire that during this weekend you will connect deeply with this essence so that you will know that you cannot be separated from this support, this love, this wisdom, and more. It is part of the essence of who you are. If you have not experienced this yet, then during this weekend, the healing of the separation can begin in a very powerful way. The only reason you would not experience this fully is you have come to believe that you and Divine Mother and all I represent are two different things. It is somewhat like breathing in and breathing out. Each one is a different action, but it is one breath. My presence with you is of your essence, and you are my presence. It is not possible to emphasize enough how deeply and dearly you are loved, and that the positive things you associate with Divine Mother are within you. That could become a mantra. You could simplify it and just say, Divine Mother, or Divine Mother is within me, or just simply Divine Mother. You know from your teachings that what you chant is what you become. And what I am saying to you is when you chant this, you realize that Divine Mother is present within you and only needs to be recognized, accepted, and lived. So when you chant Divine Mother, you will become what you chant, but mostly because the separation will heal. Your belief that you and I are different from one another will begin to heal. And you will begin to appreciate more fully that we are one. with this appreciation will come so many blessings. With this appreciation, you have the possibility of transforming those aspects of your life that right now are the biggest blockages. It is amazing to realize that this could happen in a lifetime. It is more amazing to know the possibility can be given to us in a work weekend. During this weekend, whether you are aware of me or not, I will serve you non-stop. I will offer you blessings, and they will be blessings of my love. Love does heal. There are so many stories that each one has and that each one has heard of love healing what seems to be an impossible situation. There is no stronger power on earth than the power of love and the power of mother love, divine mother's love. During the weekend, not only will I bless you and give you my greatest love, but I will also assist you in every way possible so that you can experience more fully the depth of my presence being an aspect of your essence. It is so important to me that you experience this, because once you experience this, you can begin to live it, and your life can be so very different. Obstacles could melt so rapidly. Blockages in various aspects of your life could transform. This would be such a great joy to me, and it is my commitment to you to assist in every way during this weekend to have this happen for you. I have said it in many different ways. It is my greatest hope that at least one of those ways has conveyed to you how special you are to me, how very much you are loved, and that divine Mother's love is part of your essence. We are like breathing in and breathing out. I look forward to being with you this weekend, to blessing you, to assisting you, so that you experience the oneness that we are, the love that we are. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you can breathe very deeply, all the way down to your feet. Be rooted in Mother Earth. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Lawrence to put on the CD, I Love You. But I'm going to ask you to listen to this in a very, very different way. So the first time that you listen to it, I'm going to ask you to listen to Divine Mother Love singing this to you. So that'll be the first way. The next time, you are singing to Divine Mother Love. And the next time, you are singing to Divine Mother Love within you. Okay? So it's a progression. And the next time, Divine Mother Love and you are singing together. No separation. Now, if someplace along the way you get mixed up and you don't remember which one you're on, don't worry about it. Whatever one you think you're on is the correct one for you, because this is not really an intellectual activity, nor is it memorization activity. It is a practice to help us to heal the separation. And so there is a progress, there is a sequence, but the most important part of this is your experience of the song, and that Divine Mother Love is singing to you, and you are singing to Divine Mother Love. Okay? So as I said, if you get mixed up, you can't remember anything, let's see. Not to worry. Wherever you think you are is exactly where you need to be. Okay? So, Lawrence, could we have that CD, please?
love you. I 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 love you.
You can just say the word from where you're sitting. That's okay. Oh, you want me to say it again? Okay, so in a word, what was that like for you? Lots of wisdom. Great. Other words.
Centering, aligning,
Centering, aligning,
calming.
calming. Lovely.
Sort of relaxing, peaceful.
Relaxing and peaceful.
Transforming.
Transforming. Beautiful. So we will have other opportunities to do things like this during the weekend, because it's these practices that help us to align differently, help us to have our frequency and vibration shift. So we are now going to welcome Master Shunya. And I think we can just say, welcome Master Shunya, and you don't need to sing to me. Or we've already welcomed Master Shunya once. We love him, but it will be a much more even flow if we just come back and forth. What do you think? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The opportunity this weekend is to step out of our very, very busy lives and come into a more quiet, still place, to slow things down a lot and to turn off our minds a little bit. The power and significance of spending a weekend in the Divine Mother's love is to recognize within us the qualities of the Divine Mother. The qualities that we might not have gotten growing up from our own mothers. Our own mothers may or may not have been able to manifest those in a beautiful way as we grew up. And maybe sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't. And maybe for those of us who are mothers or are fathers, we at times were very much in that space and we're able to be that way with our children. Maybe at other times we struggle to do that. For those of us, or for all of us, we may bring those qualities into our lives in our relationships with each other. We may not. We may miss that at times. So it's about recapturing those qualities of the Divine Mother from inside of us. And we do that through our love and devotion of the Divine Mother as we picture her. Right? So, how many of you had, if not a picture, like an image, at least a sense, a feeling, an awareness of a presence, a being, someone there? So as we do that, our heart and our soul opens to that. And then that quality comes more into us. And then we reflect it back to that being. And then that being reflects it back to us. And it just grows and grows and grows. So the more love and devotion that we bring to the weekend, the more we receive the blessings that are here to be gotten. So I think one of the things that would be helpful is to just identify what are some of those qualities. So as you did that practice, what are some of the qualities of the Divine Feminine that you experienced? And if you're on the chat room, you can put them in the chat room. If you're on the phone, we'll open the phone in just a moment. The yellow mic, please.
A deep sense of, for my first time, like the deep sense of love and connectedness, especially with people from the Love, Peace, Harmony group and the Divine Channels here. And also with Mother Earth. When we get crown chakra blessings, how that feels. You feel that tingly sensation coming through your crown. This is the first time not first time, but I definitely felt a lot of that light coming up from Mother Earth, like from the soles of my feet, the way up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. Thank you. So deep sense of love and connectedness. What other qualities did you experience?
Vast appreciation.
Vast appreciation. Nice. Unconditional? I'm not sure that mic is on. We talk a lot about unconditional love. We don't talk as much about unconditional forgiveness. Yeah. How about in the chat room?
Jonathan wrote, feeling comforting. Comforting.
Comforting. Nice.
Patricia just joined us. I think that's Master Patricia. Greatest love and gratitude to everyone at the Love, Peace, Harmony Center for the blessing to be here.
Welcome, Master Patricia.
Welcome,
Thank
Master Patricia. That's it right now, and I'll check the phone.
you. Okay. Master Marilyn.
Press 1 to mute all participants, and this conference is unmuted. Callers may mute themselves by
Peace.
pressing star 1. are currently 2 other
alignment.
participants in the conference.
Hi, go ahead if you're on the phone. Could you repeat that? I'm sorry. We didn't get you. Hello? Once again, your phone just said enough to know you're there, but we couldn't understand what you said. Could you try again, please? Okay, we love you. We think it was you, Pamela. We're not sure. Oh, Anna. We think it was you, Anna. I'm sorry. I love you, and just know that you're in our hearts. We can't hear you, but we know you're there. Thank you. Anyone else on the phone? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Press
So,
1 to... This conference is muted. Callers may not unmute.
deep sense of love and connectedness, vast appreciation, unconditional forgiveness, comforting, peace, alignment. Anything else has come up for you of qualities of the Divine Mother as you've been hearing these? Some of the ones that have been coming up for us this week that to bring up are the strength and power of the Divine Feminine. Another really good one that I really liked when it appeared, magic. Creating the unexpected, creating something from nothing, creating, mixing the parts in ways that shouldn't deliver what they deliver, but they do. And a big one we don't have up here, compassion.
Compassion, I was just going to say. And living from the heart.
Living from the heart. So these and more are the qualities within us that we're going to be developing this weekend. And part of the yin and yang of the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine is the Divine Masculine is more about the mental, and the Divine Feminine is more about the emotional. The Divine Masculine is more about the mind. The Divine Feminine is more about the heart. So this weekend's going to be all about the heart. And in that, it will be all about removing heart blockages. We know that Shin Qi Jing blockages are what keep us from transforming our life. And I think everybody that's on this webcast knows these pretty well, so I'm not going to write them up on the board. If you're new watching this on the VOD, just go to virtually any other of our VODs that are up there, any of our introductory evenings, and they'll go over this in more detail probably. So Shin blockages are blockages of the soul, heart, and mind. Qi blockages of the energy. Jing blockages in the body. So Soul blockages are karmic blockages. Heart blockages are blockages which cause us to close our heart. The Buddha taught that the three main ones are greed, anger, and lack of spiritual wisdom. Greed can be greed for anything. It's the gotta have of anything that we think we don't have. So the most common ones are fame, fortune, how do I say this nicely? Attention from, generally speaking, from the opposite sex. That's a form of greed. Wanting the newest, the best, the brightest, whether it's a car, a computer, the things, the toys, wanting those things. The next thing that if I just get that, I'll be happy. If I just get no, that over there. Well, this one, and one of my spiritual teachers did a very, very beautiful talk about relationships, and he said. Somebody asked him a question about relationships. He said, have you ever had the feeling of buying a new car? You go to the lot and you see a car and they're driving, and then they bring you these cars and then they get you into one and you're like, oh, I want this car. I need this. Oh, I have to have this car. This is the best car. I want this one. And then you buy it. And you have that car. You've got this shiny new car. And it's beautiful. It's so sexy. Wonderful car. And then it gets a scratch or a dent. Right? My new car just got a scratch in it. It was perfect. It was perfect. Now it's not perfect anymore. And then it gets more scratches and more dents. And you've had it for, 6 months, a year, and it's getting some miles on it. Then it starts to break down a little bit. And then the maintenance just gets to be a hassle. And now it's not a new car anymore, it's just the same old car. And then you look around and you're like, wow, look at that car. That's a new, look at that new car. That new car is so beautiful. That's one sexy new car. I want that car. I don't think it was lost on many of us that the person was asking a question about relationships. We treat our relationships many times like we treat a car. We want it, we want it, we want it. Then we get it. And it's all new and special. And then it starts getting old. And we have to do maintenance. And things start breaking down. And then it's not so new and not so fresh. And often we see another car and we go, oh, if I just had that car, I'd be happy. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but I thought it was a very interesting answer to a question about relationships and unexpected. Please, can we get a mic for you?
I have been in the habit occasionally of making political commentary where you have a senator or a political leader, famous leader, who's maybe in their 70s or something, and they have this kind of beautiful young wife. And it might be a very good relationship, but the tendency would be to think she's a trophy. I know I've made this comment about rich or famous older men who will trade the wife in for a newer model. But there seem to be some people who are into trading in for the newer model.
Yes, yeah. So the phenomenon is all around us, and it plays out in many, many different ways.
Yeah.
The Buddha was talking about this 2,500 years ago. They didn't have shiny new cars then.
Yeah.
So greed is wanting anything that we don't have that we think will make us happy. And the Buddha taught that one of his revelations in his enlightenment was that all things are impermanent. Everything changes. Everything that we have in our life will change. And if it stays the same, we'll change. So our relationship to it changes. So there's no way that anything can be permanent. And sooner or later, one will go away and one won't. You know, either we'll die or whatever it was that was supposed to make us happy will go away. You know, whether that's a dollar bill or a car or a relationship or whatever. So it's that looking outside of ourselves to something else to make us happy that causes the heart blockages. When we know inside ourselves that we are pure and whole, and there is nothing we need outside of ourselves in order to be happy, then we are free from that suffering. So this weekend is about transforming heart blockages. And that's one of the main heart blockages. Greed. The second one that the Buddha taught about is anger. Master Sha teaches anger burns virtue like a forest fire. How many, besides me, have gotten angry about something in the last month? What do you know? I guess none of us are completely enlightened yet. So when we did that, we lost virtue. It's almost like you have this, Master Sha talks about we have a virtue bank in heaven. And we do all this spiritual work to build up our virtue bank in heaven. It's actually the whole purpose we're doing it, is to build up more virtue. Not the purpose, but it's the whole, it's the payoff. It's what happens. It's what you get when you're doing the right thing. You get virtue. And when you get virtue, your life gets bigger and you are able to serve in bigger ways, and you go more into the light and farther away from the darkness. And so we work really hard and we gain this virtue, and then we get upset and it's like a funnel, just like, okay, let me just grab a whole bunch of that and give it away. And we just pour it out to somebody else. And then our heart gets hurt, and we shut it down. Right? I'm not going to let anybody else hurt me. I'm not going to let anybody make me mad. I'm going to close my heart so that nobody can hurt me in this way. Because my first teacher always said, whenever somebody's mad, there's a hurt right underneath. Yeah. And she actually taught us, and, there's a skill in it. But if you can get to the hurt, you can get past the anger and go to, okay, what's hurting you? How can we help the hurt? How can we heal that? Same thing for us. We can see that in others, but the same thing's happening for us. If we're angry, there's a hurt underneath that we haven't healed. So this weekend, Divine Mother's love is going to be healing those hurts. Love melts all blockages. Love will melt those hurts that are leading us towards reacting in an angry way. So I said the Buddha taught three heart blockages: greed, anger, lack of spiritual wisdom. Part of that lack of spiritual wisdom is not understanding what I was talking about earlier about everything being impermanent and how that leads to our suffering, because we want it to be permanent. Part of that spiritual understanding is that when in that world of impermanence, we recognize our own impermanence and we recognize our own mortality. That we're not, unless we achieve immortality, which is taught in the Tao workshops. So for those who are doing the Tao abilities practice and developing to be immortal, wonderful. Most people, 99% or more of people on this planet, are not thinking that way and are thinking, hey, I'm in this limited body. I'm going to be dying sometime soon, whether soon as 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. Goes quickly. So, oh my gosh, I need to put that off as long as possible. I need to push that away from me. And it's a very gut level, often very subconscious thing that people do. So then everything in the world gets divided into one of two camps. And this is what Master Sha teaches about being trapped in the yin-yang world. Everything is either something that will help me push off dying or something that will bring dying faster. Right? Something that's scary to me or something that's nurturing, welcoming to me. Something that will make me happy, something that will make me sad. So then everything goes in these two camps, and we get positive attachments to all of these things and negative attachments to all of these things. So half of the world we're trying to draw to us and have more of, half of the world we're trying to push away and keep away from us at any cost. And again, much of this is subconscious. We've been trained to do this by our parents, our schools, our teachers, our religions, our scientists, our commercials. I mean, we literally get millions of messages like this in our lifetime. Yeah. So it takes a lot of spiritual wisdom to understand that and step out of that. Tiao Chu Ku Hai, jump out of the bitter sea. Master Sha calls this thinking, this consciousness, this existence, the bitter sea. So we're like fish trying to get out of the nasty water, trying to jump higher. So these are what we're talking about when we're talking about heart blockages. Master Sha's also identified jealousy, competition, comparing, criticizing, judging. All of these are heart blockages. And there's a very common saying, I don't know how many of you have heard this over and over again like I have. Every time you point a finger at somebody else, you're pointing 3 fingers back at yourself. So, if we're doing that to other people, if we're judging them, comparing them, criticizing them, almost inevitably, we're also doing that to ourselves. And our poor little hearts are in there going, wait, I'm a good person. I just want to be here offering service, being a good person. And we're like, no, you did that wrong. No, you're not as good as them. No, you're not as pretty. You're not as handsome. You're not as strong. You're not as powerful. You're not as smart. You're not as athletic. You're not as whatever. And our hearts get crushed. We get crushed when our parents say those things, when our teachers say those things, when we say them to ourselves, when our loved ones say those things. A little piece of us dies inside. And our hearts get crushed. And we build up walls around that. There's a song by Sting about building a fortress around your heart. I don't think that song would be so popular if so many people weren't doing that. You know, we all know what that means. These are the blockages that have to go for us to be enlightened. We spend a lot of time transforming mind blockages. We don't spend as much time transforming heart blockages. This weekend will be especially good for transforming heart blockages. And how do you do that? By being in the presence of love. Love melts all blockages and transforms all life. Well, what is more loving, more nurturing, more forgiving, more appreciative, more comforting, more peaceful, more aligning than Divine Mother's love? So we're going to start doing that right now. We're going to take a little journey. We're going to go on a trip in our minds. We're going to use what Master Sha calls universal meditation. And it may be only a belief of mine, but in my experience of it, when we do this here in this temple, something different happens. We go through a gateway. This center, this sacred space that's been created by Master Sha here, has infinite gateways into other dimensions. So it's more than just a nice idea. It's actually an opportunity for our soul to move into another place. So I invite you to join me doing that. And this is true for those who join us by webcast and by telephone, just as much as it's true for those who are sitting in this room. So please sit comfortably. If you have a tendency to go to sleep or blank out during these kinds of meditations, then it's especially good to sit up straight or find a way that's going to make it harder to fall asleep. Really, it just comes down to that. It's much harder to fall asleep when your back's away from the chair. Not that it can't be done. I've even done these exercises sometimes when I knew I was really tired, standing up. So please do what works for you. Take a deep breath all the way down to the base of your tailbone and let it go slowly. And again, take another deep breath and let it go slowly. One more time, deep breath. Then let your breath fall into a gentle, easy pattern, with the breath falling in and the breath falling out. No work involved at all, just allowing the breath to gently fall in, gently fall out. Relaxing more and more with every breath. Feeling the relaxation start at the top of the head. Going down through the head, through the top of the head and the forehead, down to the muscles around the eyes relaxing. The eyes relax in their sockets. The ears relax and the muscles around the ears relax. The muscles around the nose and the sinuses relax. The muscles in the jaw relax. The tongue relaxes all the way down to the base of the tongue. The throat relaxes. The neck relaxes. All the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments in the neck just relax. As though there's a warm golden light just pouring down from the top of your head, relaxing everything as it goes, pouring down through your neck, relaxing the tension in the neck. That relaxation pours down into the shoulders, warm golden light pouring down into the shoulders. All the stiffness, any pain or discomfort in the shoulders is lessening, relaxing. The shoulders just hang in their sockets. And that golden light pours down through your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, all the way to your fingertips. As the shoulders relax even more, and that golden light pours down to your shoulder blades and the area between your shoulder blades. Through your upper chest, your pectoral muscles relax. golden light comes down through your lungs, your heart, through your rib cage, going down through the muscles along your spine, relaxing your spinal column, down into the diaphragm. And your diaphragm relaxes, and your breathing becomes easy. And it continues down through the muscles on either side of the spine, down into your lower back. The muscles of your lower back relax. The abdominal muscles relax. All of the organs in the abdomen relax. The liver relaxes, the spleen relaxes, the kidneys relax, the pancreas relaxes, the gallbladder, the small intestines, the large intestines relax, the stomach relaxes. The reproductive organs relax. The muscles on the pelvic floor relax. The hip muscles relax. And that golden light flows down into each leg, relaxing the thighs, the knees, the lower leg, relaxing the ankles, relaxing the feet, relaxing the toes, all the way to the tips of the toes. Whole body is relaxed. And the breathing falls in, breathing falls out. Deep relaxation. And you see yourself in a beautiful place in nature. You smell the fresh air. You can feel gentle, warm sunshine, maybe a light breeze. And you're surrounded by Mother Earth. Everything is peaceful and calm. You feel the earth beneath you, supporting you, grounding you, holding you in her loving embrace. You feel nurtured, protected, and at peace. And from this place, your soul begins to rise up. And your soul lifts out, going up into the atmosphere, going higher and higher as the land below you gets smaller and smaller. And you travel upwards, upwards, going up to the edge of the atmosphere, seeing the earth get smaller below you. And you break free of the atmosphere. You're going farther into space. Going farther and farther, the earth getting smaller and smaller below you. Until it becomes like the size of a marble. And you're floating through the stars and the galaxies. Floating in space. One with everything around you. Just floating. And you feel a pull on you. And you head towards a distant planet. And as you move towards this planet, you pick up speed. You travel across infinities. And you come into this other planet. You come down through the atmosphere. And you land before a beautiful temple. It is the temple of the Divine Mother. And there are women who are attending the temple, dressed in the most beautiful clothes. And their presence is very loving. Just looking at them feels nurturing. Right away, our hearts know these are very special beings who are attending this temple. And one of them comes up to you with great love and care and takes your hand and leads you into the temple. Go in through the opening, and it's beautiful inside. And another attendant comes and gives you a special robe to wear. And you put this robe on, and it feels like being dressed in light. And you can feel it purifying. Your physical energetic, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. The colors, the frequency, the light of this robe is transforming everything about you. And you notice your body feels lighter. Your mind feels clearer. Your heart feels purer. And you are taken into a very special room in this temple. There is a very wise being there who has been waiting for you. And your heart bows down to this being. And you sit. And this one has a message for you. And they share that message with you now. When they are finished, your heart bows down to them, and you get up to go, but this one stops you and hands you a scroll on which this message is written, and guides you to put the scroll in an inside pocket in the robe, next to your heart. And the attendant takes your hand and walks you out into the main hall, where there is a large gathering that's happening. Hundreds and thousands are being gathered for this very special moment. This moment when Divine Mother will appear. And the anticipation can be felt in the room as everyone forms a large circle, circles on circles on circles. And in the middle of all these circles, Divine Mother appears. And she smiles. And she raises her hand to offer everyone a blessing. Open your heart and soul to receive her blessing now. And gently, Divine Mother brings her hands together in the prayer position and nods her head to all assembled. And as she looks back up, she looks directly at you. Her eyes meet yours. And slowly she closes her eyes, and she is gone. The attendant softly takes your hand and gently walks you back towards the door. As people are filing out, everyone's smiling. The whole room is filled with peace and love. Everyone makes their way back outside. And the attendant leads you to a quiet corner and hands you a gift. You take the gift. And you put it in the same pocket as the scroll. And the attendant lets you know that you're to keep the robe. This is a gift from Divine Mother. The attendant bows to you and looks at you with great love and sends you on your way as you lift off into the atmosphere, going higher and higher, seeing the temple get smaller and smaller below you. And as you go higher and higher, it blends into the landscape. The land gets smaller and smaller below you, going up to the edge of the atmosphere, out through the atmosphere into space. Seeing this planet get smaller and smaller below you till it's the size of a marble. You're floating through space, being called back home, called back through the stars and the galaxies, back through infinities, back across time and space, to this planet, this dimension, back to the atmosphere of the earth, back through the atmosphere of the earth, down through the blue sky, coming down, floating down quickly down towards earth. The land getting bigger and bigger before you in a controlled flight down to earth. Down, back to the place in nature, back to the same place you started from, where Mother Earth gently catches you, holding you tenderly, feeling Mother Earth below you, grounded, nurtured, protected, held in the arms of Mother Earth. And you take a deep breath all the way down to your tailbone and let it go. Another deep breath all the way down to your tailbone and let it go. Third big breath, and on the third exhale, allow your eyes to gently come open. So welcome back, everybody. Please, if you're on the webcast, please share with us anything you would like to share about your experience in that little journey. How many people you were able to hear a message? Yeah? Do you want to share?
This is the first time I've actually, been able to clearly hear a message, and it was quite amazing. What I could see before we left the earth and got started, I've had this vision come before, and it's this. I'm gonna guess it's a fachi. It looks like you know what a vice is, when it's those two things that you turn to drill some, and then it turns into like a pepper grinder thing, and then this time the top, and I've had this before, but I've never gotten up and talked about it. This time the top opened, and it's like look straight down. Yeah, I know. Wow. And then I had huge blockages removed from the back area of my heart. Yeah, and so that was really fun. And then when we got to the temple, I could clearly hear, they're like, wow, who is this? Oh, a human being. What? I was like, this is a human. You know, I could hear this, and so it's interesting to hear all this and then just to know it's there and not see it. And then it was kind of like a test. It's like, well, what do you have to share with us? And I'm like, well, I'm a universal servant, and love melts all blockages. You know, the three things that Master Sha was teaching, and main things that Master Sha teaches. And then there was something else. Oh, there was a special message for me about healing my loneliness. Mm-hmm. And I could see, and again, it was another thing, like they were mixing something in this bowl, like a pestle or something like that. And the robe was quite, for me, I could see, the Egyptian, like you see that bird with the, with the wings. I saw that at first for the robe, like that figure came forward. And I'll speak for myself. It was very pleasant once we were like, we're off the earth. we're in this other, wherever we were, dimension. My soul I was very happy. And that pretty much covers it. I remembered all that. Isn't that great?
Wow, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to share?
Well, during the journey, I was very relaxed and kind of in a trance state, maybe entering other worlds. I'm not really a visualizer, so I didn't really get many images, but I could see a lot of golden light, and the whole time there's a lot of golden light. But when you had us inside the inner temple with Divine Mother, I clearly heard her voice, and she said, "You are God." And I understand that to mean it's not out there, it's inside. You find it inside. The divine you find inside. So that was my experience.
Beautiful. Sounds very powerful. Yeah. I mean, even when you said it, it was like there was a strength in the words.
Yeah, they came through real clear. I was kind of like really in a trance and kind of almost in a dream state, somewhere in between awake and asleep, and in this trance state that I got into deeper inside the temple with Divine Mother. And then I clearly heard those words, strong, came through strong.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you both for sharing. Thank you. Anything in the... Or did you want to say something before we check the chat room?
Thank you, Master Shunya.
Yeah.
I was not halfway between awake and asleep. I was completely asleep. And just really asleep. And but it was great. And, I guess I needed it. It's very high frequency. It was nice.
Master Shah says, sleep meditation, best meditation.
Okay, good. We're on the right track.
No problem. No worries.
Chat room's quiet right now.
Chat room's quiet. Everybody's still in the temple. Okay. So throughout the weekend, we will be having experiences like this.
I want to read one thing.
Oh, thank you.
Christine wrote earlier, "Good evening, everyone. Today I had heard the expression, a face only a mother could love. That's a divine mother's love, totally unconditional." How? And then Francis Ann says, "Hello. Master Patricia, thank you, Master Shunya, for the wonderful meditation. It was so much light." That's it. Thank you.
I wanted to say something about something you said, Anita.
Yes.
You mentioned that you said, "Oh, I don't really visualize."
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get images, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not a visualizer, but like
Right.
I say, this voice came
Yeah.
through real clearly.
Yeah. So what I've noticed for myself and working with, a lot of people over time, all of us have different ways that we perceive the world. So some are very visual. I have friends that if I ask them to draw me their house, they could draw every single detail in the room and, every knick-knack and exactly what color it is, and they'd know exactly how, it's this shade of green.
Yes.
And I couldn't begin to do that with my house, right? I'm just not visually oriented that way. And it's the same with what we call creative visualization. And what happens sometimes for people is we think, "Oh, I'm not getting it like they are." But the truth is, I know what my house looks like just as much as my friend knows what their house looks like. It's just that we experience it in a different way. So one of the things that has helped me, and I think helped some other students that I've worked with, is to really relax about what it means to visualize. So you had the experience, right?
Yeah, there was an experience there.
Yeah.
But that kind of helps me because over the past 4 years...
Is everyone able to hear you?
Yeah. Over the past 40 or more years, I go to classes or workshops where they do guided imagery, and I kind of felt maybe inadequate because I'm not a person who gets these clear images and can follow, but I'm auditory, very auditory. So the voice of the person is putting me into a trance and a very peaceful, relaxed state. So other channels are happening for me.
So what was the word you used? It made me feel, when you were going to other classes and you weren't having the same experience, you said it made you feel...
Inadequate.
Inadequate, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to address, is for all of us who don't, see the Technicolor, Dorothy just landed in Oz, don't feel inadequate. It actually has nothing to do with that. We see what we see. We all can have an experience, right? So whatever experience we have is perfect and valid and is exactly the experience that we need to have. That's all I was trying to point out. Yeah. So we will be doing, we will be having more experiences like this throughout the weekend. And we're going to be getting a little creative this weekend as well. And this is, as always, we follow the guidance that we're given on how to do workshops. So to explain about that and give us an experience of that, Master Marilyn is going to move us into the next step. Thank you, Master Marilyn. Oh. Okay.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And so were the responses. So we're going to do something a little bit different than we often do. In one way. In another way, it's exactly the same. Because what we've done so far is we have had a very powerful yin experience. And we've had several of them. But we want our lives to be balanced. So this wonderful wisdom that we have from the East that to have a complete experience, to have anything be complete, we need both yin and yang. So we've had yin. We've had several. So we're also going to have an opportunity for yang. So what we're going to do is let you choose, and people on the webcast and people on the teleconference also choose a way of expressing your experience so far this evening in a yang way. So it's going to be an expression. It's going to be something from inside that gets outside. There are several ways that this can happen. And I don't want to erase this, so I'm just going to add little comments along the edge here. So one way is you can write something, a poem. But I'm just going to say write. You can draw something. You can create a dance. You can create your own dance. But I'm simply going to say dance. You can, create is not the right word. Express your experience through dance. Express it through song. And those are the main ways that we will have. And we're actually going to do that tonight. Here. Does that sound like fun to you?
Well, a lot of variety, yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of variety. Do you have another suggestion? There could be other suggestions here also.
There might be people on the webcast who are musicians who might like to do it through music.
Music, yeah. If I was at home, I would use my drum. Okay. So what the first part of this is going to be to, well, no, it's not going to be the first part. That'll be the second part. So choose whatever expression goes with your experience so far this evening. Which one of these would match your experiences? Does what you experience make you want to sing? Does it make you want to dance? Does it make you want to draw a picture? Create music? Write a poem? Write a letter. Letters can be really great ways of expressing what you have experienced. And you could write a letter to Divine Mother. Yeah. So, has everyone chosen one or another of these ways? Has anyone not chosen? You haven't chosen one. Okay. Then maybe you could just randomly select. Some people have.
Just thought of one other for to pull pictures off the computer and make a picture montage.
Say again?
You could pull pictures off the computer, off websites, and make a picture montage. An art piece.
Yeah, that'd be possible too. Do you have one now?
I'm not lacking in ways to express.
Good. It's narrowing it down?
I'm lacking the inspiration. I don't have, there's no emotion for me to express. I felt tired. If I had to say, the expression would be to go to sleep. I was very tired. So for me, it was like, I felt so relaxed, so peaceful, but not inspired,
Do you know what?
It wasn't an energetic, it was more of like a relaxed.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. Because being relaxed and peaceful can be expressed in one of these ways also. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
76 trombones
like a
marching
yang
down the
kind of
street.
feeling, yeah. Okay. Like a lullaby.
Yeah, it's totally, that is it's sort of like Anita's, what was the word you used? Inadequate. Okay. Relaxed and peaceful. My God, do you know how many people in the world would give $100 million to feel relaxed and peaceful? It's a great gift. It's a treasure. If that's how you felt, wow, thank you, Divine Mother Love. My goodness. How about you? Do you have one?
Right.
Okay.
I have a song.
Oh, fabulous.
ready to go, so.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do now, everybody has selected a way that you're going to express. Well, I don't know if you've selected yet. You have, okay. So now, Lawrence has given us a head start on this. He's identified feelings that he experienced. So, identify a prominent feeling that you experienced. And maybe you're going to express all of them, but it's usually easier if we identify one. And for the next 10 minutes, we're going to have time to express it in one way or another. Okay? People on the webcast, if you're going to do something visual, I'm not sure how you can share that with us. You might be very clever and figure out a way to do it. Okay. So Master Shunya has some marker pens. Supplies for writing and drawing. Yes.
If someone on the webcast wants, I could write down my phone number. They could snap it or take a picture of it, send it to my phone. I could just place it up, show everybody.
Do you want to say that into the microphone?
My name's Ken, and if you're on the webcast and you draw a picture, I'll set my, I'll give you my phone number on here, and then you can just text it to me, and then I'll be able to at least place it up so that everybody else can go ahead and see it. And then if you type in the, either text me the message or type in the box your message of explaining it, then we could read it out loud. So my phone number is 510
510
427
427
2966.
2966.
Okay. So we can do that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so if you want materials for drawing and writing, you can go back to Master Shunya. Okay, perfect. And so we'll use 10 minutes to do this. Use the whole 10 minutes. And Lawrence, while the people are doing this, maybe you could play I Love You. Great, thank you. Just very, very softly, because we don't want it to cover what they're doing.
you. I love 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 I love you. I love you.
How? So now you have an opportunity to share this. So who would like to be the first one to share?
Mine was dance, and it's kind of spontaneous, so I'll just...
You want to say that into the microphone, please?
my soul chose dance, so it was very spontaneous, and then it kind of, I think it's a good thing to just go ahead and, yeah. Is that okay? What do you want? To me, you know.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
So I chose, out of these categories, dance was the one that was speaking to me. And it's not like I choreographed anything, I just did what felt right. Because it was very dynamic, it kept changing. At first it was like, I could see my soul wanting to do like the swing or something, and then it's like, okay, calm down a little bit. And then just dancing, so it's very nice.
So do you want to share?
I mean, it's very much like Dao song and like what we do when we dance. But I'll be honest with you. It's not that I don't want to share, but it's sort of like it's kind of lost. Like
it's already completed.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
when I was doing the 10 minutes,
I
it
get
wasn't
it.
like I was structurally thinking. It was sort of like...
It's like a flow.
Yeah.
Trying to bring
exactly.
it back. Yeah,
and
I
I'm
got
happy
it.
to... It's not that I'm embarrassed or can't do it, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like the moments pass.
I totally get it.
Thank
It's
you.
like when people ask me, what did you say during that flow? It's gone. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Thank you, Catherine. But other people were very busily doing things, so who would be the first one to share that?
Well, as I looked at your list, I thought, well, right, I'll just write a thank you letter, a brief letter to Divine Mother. And that came to me. And then shortly after that, you said it. Okay, well, you can write a letter to Divine Mother. You can write a thank you letter or some. Yeah, you just stated what I had just thought. Oh, this is what I want to do.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So I wrote this out. It didn't take long. It seemed to just come out pretty easily, flow out pretty easily. So, dear Divine Mother, thank you for these pearls of wisdom, these gems of divine insight and understanding. Truth is profound, but very simple. I am honored and grateful to receive your divine spiritual wisdom. Thank you for this peacefulness. Thank you for soothing and comforting my heart and soul. Thank you for putting my mind and thoughts more at ease. Thank you for radiating and extending out to me your golden light and love. Thank you for your sacred presence with us here tonight. In gratitude, in love and light, your daughter, Anita.
Beautiful. Thank you. Great.
Good evening. Joseph Ned speaking. I wrote a letter to to Divine Mother. And I'll read it. Dearest Divine Mother, I love you. I have been having thoughts of my birth mother, more so, I want to say for about the last 4 weeks or so, getting really intense due to Mother's Day coming up. Excuse me. My mother had transitioned about 4 years back. But throughout my entire life, even more so when my mother was transitioning, I had this very, very acute awareness of all the adult females who have played the role of mother in my life. From the time I was a little infant to me now in the, excuse me, to me now in the present. There were many forms of the Divine Mother in my life, from my birth mother, my godmother, my grandmothers, my aunts, various teachers, mothers of my close friends that I had as I was growing up, various women whom I have met in my spiritual groups, women in residencies that I have resided in, just various groups. I'm a old athletic individual, so I had a lot of sports mothers. And I'll just end my list with that. I have never in my life, and I will be 60 years old tomorrow, I have never not had a Divine Mother figure in my life. I have been truly, truly blessed. Thank you.
You're right. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, Divine Tao Source. Thank you.
And recognizing it as a gift.
Definitely, Master Marilyn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to share now?
Well, I was thinking about writing someone else later on tonight, so I said, well, I might as well just write that letter now. It's a personal letter, so I won't share it, but I'll add on to what Joseph was saying. I like see myself as like the ultimate mama's boy, where it's like I have my mom, then I have this LA mom, and I have a Hawaii mom. So whenever I need to go somewhere, I always have a mom strategically placed somewhere, and I just am grateful for all the love and support that I've gotten to help take care of me. So thank you.
Beautiful. Great. And Ken had a song. Is he going to share that?
Thank you.
I think Peter has the microphone. I didn't want to miss this because when he came into the room and he was positively radiant, I thought, okay.
So this is the song, and I'm going to need everybody's help here singing it. So it's basically a repeat after me, and it's I was just inspired to create, just to get. So thank you. All right, here we go. All right, it's a repeat after me. All right, love, 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 love. 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 And you have to clap your hands to it. You go, love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. love you.
I 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 love you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. How about in the chat box? No responses?
But I have mine if you want.
Yeah, of course.
So, I guess they're coming. Thank you. So I'm going to do also the yin version of Ken's yang song. It's going to be kind of like a lullaby. But I'll just preface it by saying that tonight was significant and divine. What it meant to me tonight was, I think, a lot about mother's nurturing. And I think all of us can relate to not having a mother around, even though we have mothers around us. Some of us don't, and in moments when we might need them. And so what this is going to be about is finding that love within us. And this lullaby is really about, I'm gonna hold this mic like it's a baby. I've been a father, so I've held my baby. You know, your baby, when it's born, is shorter than your elbow to your fingers. You can actually just hold it in your hand. It's so amazing. So I want everybody to just, your choice, but I suggest if you want, close your eyes, put your arms in a cradle position, like you're cradling a baby. But guess who that baby is? That baby is you. And I'm going to sing a little lullaby for everyone. You can sing silently with me, okay? With a lot of love. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. We might as well do it in English. Softly. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Thank you. Good night.
Beautiful. So thank you so much. Those were absolutely beautiful expressions, and each one absolutely unique. So the weekend is going to continue to unfold like this. We will have opportunities to really connect deeply, to be able to appreciate very much more profoundly, and to be able to actually name what we have become aware of on a new level, and then to express it. And the way we express it will be different. It won't all be what we have done this evening, but this gives you an idea of what the rhythm will be. So, Master Shunya, usually you have announcements. You know, as a Catholic, this always reminds me of the parish announcements at the end of the liturgy.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
Amen.
It's actually always one of my favorite prayers. But before that, yes, the announcements have to go. So to register for the workshop, it's tomorrow and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The honor fee, registration fee for webcast is $70. For in-person, it's $100, and that includes a guest pass to bring a new person who hasn't had the opportunity to participate in a workshop like this. And the guest passes for in-person also. It will be available on our video on demand page, which is drshahsf.com, drshasf.com. You can catch many of our workshops there. A lot of free introductory evenings are there. You can go watch those at any time for free. And if you want to register for any of the workshops on the VOD page, this same is true at $70 by webcast. You just call here and register, and then we give you the username and password in order to watch those. So this one will be posted as well for video on demand. So if you can't watch it this weekend or watch the whole thing, you can always go back and pick up pieces of it. Master Shah, I believe, he did finish the Tao calligraphy workshop this evening around 5 o'clock our time. And the next workshop with Master Shah starts the 12th, which I believe is Tuesday, and goes through the 16th. And that's the I have it right here. 16th through the 20th. Thank you. So the 16th through the 20th is the Kuan Yin Lineage Workshop, and that's in person or by webcast. I believe you have to be a Divine Healing Hands healer maybe not to be part of the workshop, but to become a Kuan Yin lineage holder. You have to be a Divine Healing Hands healer. But there is an approval process. So if you want to be part of the Kuan Yin Lineage Workshop, you go to the front page of drshah.com, look in the bottom left-hand column, and click on the Kuan Yin, and it'll have all the information about going through the approval process. You click, you register for an approval, that goes into a computer queue where the master teachers will do a reading for it. They'll give the result, and I believe if you're approved, I believe you get an email back one way or another, letting you know if you're approved or if you need to wait a little bit. And then after that, May 21st through the 23rd is the Amitofo retreat. So Kuan Yin and Amitofu are very significant figures in the Mahayana Buddhist traditions. Kuan Yin is one of the representations of the Divine Mother. She is the Bodhisattva of compassion. So we look forward to spending the weekend with you. And I think we should offer a blessing before we close. Okay. So we'll honor that. We'll do a silent blessing of Divine Mother's love. Please make any requests that you would like for your life. Blessing begin. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine Mother. And Master Marilyn is one of our spiritual mothers for the temple. So I think it's appropriate that we honor Master Marilyn, all of our spiritual mothers and spiritual grandmothers. So thank you, Master Marilyn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Master Shah. So we love, honor, and appreciate Master Shah and all of the holy beings who have been here to bless us this evening and will bless us this weekend. We say together, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Bye-bye, everybody.